Hello everyone. Today in this video I'll cover Zscaler Endpoint DLP solution for Mac. So here are some of the prerequisites that we need to cover to have the setup ready. Need to enable the Endpoint DLP on your ZIA portal, for which we require the ops ticket per tenant, and then a couple of MOPS ticket depending upon the OS that we need to test. So it's for Windows and Mac. We need to open two separate MOPS ticket. The endpoint support is available for Mac OS 12x, 13x, and 14x, which are these Mac OS platforms. Then the minimum Zscaler version that is required to test endpoint DLP is 4.2, and then in the application profile you need to enable the endpoint DLP. Once you enable the endpoint DLP, the Zscaler client connector under data protection will initially show that communication fail error, and you need to allow these two processes, ZDPD as well as ZDPESD, which is under security privacy full desk access. So we support multiple EDLP channels, and I'll cover the removable storage and the personal cloud storage, and we'll also touch upon the exemptions. So these are the policies. Let's see the EDLP policies that are used to detect, allow, and block activities that require the end users to confirm the activities and also notify the auditor when the user's activity on the endpoint triggers an EDLP rule. At a startup, the ZDP service runs the inventory and classification scans on the endpoint to identify and categorize the data. And when the user performs a monitored activity, the engine rules evaluate all the rules. It's the same DLP engine that is used by the inline DLP policies that you may already be using or are familiar with. And under each DLP endpoint DLP policy, you can see that these are the exception rules to exclude specific users or group in your organization that needs to perform tasks as part of a necessary workflow that might otherwise violate the endpoint DLP rules. You can add up to 32 exceptions rule to any endpoint DLP rule. So this is my first DLP policy. You can see that this is for the removable media, and it shows that we have this main rule for removable storage, and the policy says that if the document matches the high PCI high engine, allow only if the removable storage device is a corporate USB, otherwise block. And for PCI medium and low, the actions are set to confirm and allow respectively. So what we'll do is that these are my sample files, and this is my storage, removable storage, which I have created in the EDLP resource for. So now I'll come to my sample files which are sitting on my local machine. So I can copy the file with PCI low, and you could see that the ZCC brings this notification. Now let me copy the PCI medium file, which brings this caution, and this is to confirm the user for the reason that the user is trying to do this action. And you can see that this PCI medium file with the confirm notification was printed in the ZCC notification. And then finally we'll do the test for PCI block, and this, as you could see, that it says that the user is trying to copy a file that can contain some potentially sensitive data, and the organization has blocked this activity. So you can see that it's also printed here, and you could see that this file is quarantined. So this is the test that for the removable storage. We also have a similar policies for my iCloud personal storage, and for that, let me test these. Let's clear these ZCSeal notifications, and then we'll repeat those tests again. Let's try to first copy the PCI low file. Now this time in iCloud, you could see that it says that for personal storage, the PCI low file is copied. Then we copy the PCI medium file, for which we expect to get this caution and confirm message, and then finally the PCI high file, which should be blocked. As you could see here, the notifications are printed, and it is also quarantined. Now we can also verify these under EDLP Insights. Let's filter the logs for last 15 minutes. And you could see that it has already printed the logs for let me get ZDP modes, and that it shows that it is blocked, as well as we can have justification, file type, and some of these fields enabled. Let's also get the EDLP channels printed. And as you can see that the justification, this is for the removable storage that I did my first test for. Confirm, allow, block, and we should be getting 3 more logs for the iCloud test that we have done. Let me also make it like last 30 minutes. Here we go. So we have now all the 6 records. The first 3 you see here are for the USB. Then we also have for the iCloud storage, low, medium, high, and it shows the ZDP mode, the justification that we have provided, the file category, as well as the destination and the EDLP channel. One quick thing that I would like to also show is that under data protection, you could also have the exemption requested temporarily for a period of time. And once we have this, once we request the exemption, then the actions that were done to block or confirm will be bypassed, and the activities for the temporary period of time will be allowed. So if I go and look for a longer period, and I can even search for, I can add a filter with action including exempted. So it will show that there were some exemptions that I have configured that are captured here. So this shows basically the exemptions that you can configure, and in that case the action taken will be exempted and the files will not be blocked. So in this demo we covered removable storage and personal cloud storage. You can also similarly do the other test as well for printer and network file share. So you can also verify the logs in the EDLP insights as well as notifications are printed and can be confirmed under ZCC as well. So hope you find this video helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks and have a great day.